James kept looking at the pictures until his mother came and knocked on the car door. "James, open the door. Jocelyn said that you have an emergency at the company. Is everything okay? Do you need help from your dad?" Nicole asked with worry. "No, Mom. It's solved." "Let's go back inside," James responded. Inside, he kept saying to himself. That was too close. She would have a heart attack if she found out I'm into someone else. They went back to the party, and it was time to cut the cake. But before that, the MC said, "I hope you're enjoying the party. Now, let's hear from our Lady of the Day, Miss Winnie Hawkins." Winnie stepped on the stage and then said, "First and foremost, I want to thank my wonderful family for their unwavering support. You've been my rock, my cheerleaders, and the ones who believed in me even when I doubted myself. Your sacrifices, love, and encouragement have brought me to this moment, and I am eternally grateful." The room erupted into applause as she continued her heartfelt speech. James couldn't help but glance at his mother, who was beaming with pride. The tension from earlier seemed to dissipate as the celebratory atmosphere took over. Winnie's words resonated with the audience, and James found himself reflecting on the importance of family support. As the applause subsided, the MC signaled for the cake-cutting ceremony to commence. The crowd gathered around the beautifully decorated cake, eager to witness the momentous occasion. Winnie, still wearing a radiant smile, approached the cake with a ceremonial knife in hand. James joined in the festivities, temporarily putting aside the earlier revelation about his personal life. He focused on the joyous occasion, realizing the significance of celebrating milestones with loved ones. As the night progressed, James tried to engage in the festivities and enjoy the celebration. The lively music, cheerful conversations, and sweetness of the cake helped to create a festive atmosphere. Despite the internal turmoil, he decided to immerse himself in the celebration, dancing with family and friends and capturing moments with his camera. The night continued with laughter, music, and the joyous spirit of the gathering, providing a reprieve from the complexities of his personal life as the echoes of Winnie's gratitude for her family's support lingered in his head. In the club, the guy whom Raula kicked out of the table said to his team, "I will show this girl that no one could mess with me and get away that easily." He paid the waiter to spill the drink on the girls. The waiter was passing by them and acted as if he had slipped. All the drinks fell on the girls. "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to spoil your night. Please forgive me," the waiter said apologetically. "It's okay. We'll go and freshen up." "Where's the bathroom?" Olga said. As they went out, the waiter acted as if he were cleaning the table and putting something into the girls' drinks. Then he signaled the clue that he was done. One of their team members said, "Man, I am not into this. What you're about to do is wrong. You might regret it later." Lucas, the team leader, said, "They humiliated me. They must pay the price. We will play with their bodies all night. But the blonde is mine. You guys can deal with the other two." As Olga and her friends returned from the bathroom, they were completely unaware of the sinister plot unfolding against them. The atmosphere in the club seemed charged with tension as the group settled back at their table. Unbeknownst to them, the drinks they were about to consume had been tampered with. After a few drinks, Maggie said, "How come I am getting drunk only over 4 glasses of wine? Something is not right." The night began innocently enough, with laughter and music filling the air. However, the effects of the spiked drink started to take hold gradually. Lucas, fueled by a burning desire for revenge, watched the girls approach with a sinister grin on his face. The waiter, now an unwilling accomplice, exchanged a knowing look with Lucas, signaling that his dark plan was set in motion. The girls began to feel disoriented, their surroundings becoming a blur. Olga, struggling to maintain her composure, clutched her head in confusion. The surrounding atmosphere transformed from a lively celebration to a surreal nightmare. Meanwhile, the conflicted team member, burdened by guilt, decided he couldn't stand idly by. He discreetly approached Orga and whispered, "I know their plan. Your drinks were spiked. You need to be careful." Shocked and alarmed, Orga began to piece together the events that led to this dangerous situation. With a newfound determination, Orga gathered her friends and informed them of the treacherous plot against them. Together, they devised a plan to outsmart Lucas and his team. Aware of the impending threat, they discreetly made their way towards the exit, intending to leave the club before the situation escalated further. As the night unfolded, Orga and her friends faced not only the physical threat posed by Lucas and his team, but also the challenge of navigating a maze of deception and danger. They started to hurry, trying to leave the place by all means. As they reached outside the club, Lucas and his team approached and grabbed them. "I will drive the blondie. Let's meet at our usual place." Little did Lucas know that his vengeful scheme had set in motion a chain of events that would turn the tables on him and teach him a lesson he would never forget. Nick, who was busy on his phone, thought everything was under control. After some minutes, he looked at the table. To his surprise, the girls are nowhere to be found. Unease crossed his mind. He took his phone to dial Raula's number, but the call couldn't get through. Calling HR at the company to ask for Orga's number, beep beep, the HR manager spoke first. "How may I help you, sir?" "I am so sorry to call you in the middle of the night. I wouldn't have called if it wasn't an emergency. Would you please give me the number of the intern girl? The one who's starting on Monday?" Nick said. "I didn't save the number, and the documents are at the office, but let me check if I still have it on my call list," the HR manager said. "Okay, call me right away," Nick said and hung up. "May I tell James about this?" "No, he's busy with the family. Whoever takes this girl will pay the price 7-fold. Meanwhile, the party on the rooftop had ended, and people were leaving the venue. "Honey, shall we head home?" Jocelyn asked. They agreed to spend the night together, because Jocelyn was going to spend a whole year abroad. "Yes, let's head home," James responded. The couple entered the car and went to James's residence. He lived in a beautiful and expensive villa. It had a swimming pool, in-house staff, a spacious and elegantly furnished living and dining area, and spacious rooms. James placed his phone in the bedside drawer and headed into the bathroom. He was tired and needed a cold shower. The sound of the water from the bathroom filled the room. Jocelyn took her fiancé's phone and turned it off, saying to herself, "This is our night. No disturbance." She took off her clothes and went to the bathroom so they could bathe together. "Hey girl, who are you trying to seduce?" James said teasingly. Jocelyn, with seducing eyes, said, "Well, it looks like my net has already caught a fish." They kissed and enjoyed their time in the bathroom. They went out of the bathroom and right to bed. James was tired. He went to bed as it was already late. He didn't realize his phone was off.